Okay, we are recording, guys. Okay, welcome all of you new wine warriors. And like I said earlier, there are some mentors and sponsors on the call too. So welcome to you guys too. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here and taking your time today to go through the beginning of the Getting Started Right steps. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Melissa Nager. I'm not Sherry Leisure as it shows on my screen. I am a master seller with Direct Sellers and a founding member. I started with this business back in November, and I had great success in the beginning as compared to my last network marketing business. So I knew there was some sort of thing about this business that was going to be beneficial to me. So I decided to quit my old business. Some people are still doing two businesses, and that's totally fine. But I decided to quit my old business to devote all of my attention to this business. And once I did that, I have found great success. I have a team that is growing under me, and it's all because I'm following the steps and the resources that were given to me when I started. So we're going to walk through those steps right now just to get you pointed in the right direction. And as I said, at the end of this, we will open up for questions if anyone has any questions or concerns or anything they need to get more additional information that I didn't cover. What we like to do and what we like to teach here in Wine Warriors is duplication. Duplication is a system that we have developed, a proven system that allows us to duplicate the success of all of the others that were before us. And I can tell you with 200% certainty that it does work if you follow the system, because if I didn't follow the system, I would still be struggling. If I hadn't have said, you know what, I'm just going to give up and be a student to the process, I probably would still be struggling on how to make it work. And only do I have to thank this system of duplication for me reaching master seller so quickly. So with that, another thing that you're going to want to do besides doing the duplication is you're going to want to plug in, stay engaged. The people that I see with the most success on the team since November are the ones that are showing up, welcoming new people in the team, checking into the team at least once a day. I do it once in the morning and I do it once at night just to see if there's anything new. It can get crazy because there are like 5,000 of us in the group now. But if you check in a couple of times a day, at least you'll kind of get the tidbits and the golden nuggets of anything that's new. With our global expansion, we'll be expanding in days. So I really recommend you stay plugged in with all of the new UK stuff that'll be popping into the group and everything the leaders will be bringing to us in way of information. So success in network marketing, if you're new to network marketing, means teaching a lot of people how to do a few simple things. And that's exactly what we're doing with the duplication. So there's 4 things that if you're taking notes, you want to write down right now. We recommend all of us, I believe across the board, all of the master sellers who have teams, get the book Go Pro. Go Pro is by Eric Worre. It's Worre. And there's also another book that we recommend called Get Over Your Damn Self. You may see some people were recently posting it in the group, and it's by Ronnie Neustadt. If anyone in here needs those titles, I do believe there is a file in our Wine Warriors group files section that is a personal development. It's called personal development list. And I believe both of those are on that list. Or you can reach out to me or anyone else and ask, for the direct link to those. You can get them on Amazon or whatever. We have a new training site that is relatively new. It may be different from when some of the leaders started. What our awesome leaders in our group did was they took all of the steps that we need to point all of our new team members in the right direction and condensed it into one awesome site as located at winewarriors.biz. And then what we're going to do is you're going to want to go to that site. The password is to the top, all lowercase, to the top, all lowercase, to get into the actual training area, because anyone can go to that main business page, but you have to put in the password to get into the resources that are there for us. You're going to want to do steps 1, 2, and 3. There are a couple of videos in there that are really cool. And inside of that 1, 2, and 3 steps is a 7 Ps video. I know I'm going a little bit fast, so I'll slow down just a tad. Sorry, I'm like hyper mode person, so I tend to go things fast. So I'm going to slow down. I realized I'm going hyper. So let's talk about the 7 Ps. The 7 Ps are really important to watch, learn, and sorry, I had a little another Zoom thing pop up. Sorry. So here I am. I am a host. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Sorry, I had some weird technical things going on. But okay, so the 7 Ps are really important. Inside of those 7 Ps, one of the biggest important Ps in there is posture. It's going to give you a little bit of confidence. It's going to tell you how to have the confidence in what you're offering to other people when you start reaching out. So make sure that you watch those 7 Ps. Take notes on the 7 Ps. It's really important. Study that and learn it, because I still do on a constant basis. And this is my 3rd year in network marketing. So the 7 Ps are really important. I'm going to go back and screen share with you guys and show you where everything is in a minute. Number 3, I'm sorry. I said number 1 was get the GoPro book and get over your damn self. Number 2 was check out this training site at winewarriors.biz, steps 1, 2, and 3. Make sure that you watch. Number 4 is make sure that you watch. Number 3, that's why my notes say 4 and 3. So number 3 is watch the 7 Ps video and make sure that you take notes on what the 7 Ps are. And number 4, I'm telling you now, is get Evernote. Evernote. Evernote is an application. I believe there's a version for your phone. I use the one on my laptop, and it is like a little collective like note file, and you can save scripts, you can save images, you can save videos, you can save whatever you want in there, and all in one space, and you can use them as notebook stacks and things like that. It's very, very cool, and it keeps me super, super organized. I don't know what I would do without Evernote. Every time I see a script that I think is really cool, and I mean this is on a constant basis, I am constantly saving things in there. So when anybody on my team asks for something new, a different take on something, with either an objection to my invitation, I have tons to offer. So just make sure you get Evernote and save everything that you see that you may want to use later. Our number 5, my numbers are all jacked up. I'm so sorry. Number 5 is our team Zoom. It'll be the same format as this. It's a Zoom call. Is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. If you're going to make anything at all all week, make that team Zoom on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. If you can't make it, try to find the recording under the recorded calls in the training site. I will navigate and show you exactly where those are. But make sure you make it to those, because that is where, when you invite people into your team and you're going to be growing a team, you want to show up, because if you don't show up, why should they? So that is a really important thing to show up to. I think out of like 5,000 of us, usually there's about 100 to 200 people only on the call, and that number really needs to grow. So really try to make that call Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Of course, I understand some people cannot make it. They have schedules that don't allow. Just find the recording then, and make sure that you stress to your teams that they need to try to make it as well. So now I'm going to go into screen share with you guys and show you a little bit about what's in the back office, and I'm going to show you guys how to navigate on the training site. So let me, again, figure out what I'm doing. Okay, here. So, okay. You guys can probably see my screen now, which I hope is the case. I'm going to move this so that it's out of the way. So what you're going to do to get into your back office, first and foremost, is you're going to go to, at the very top, you can see here, you're going to type in directsellers.com and your ID. When you signed up, you got an email and it gave you a link to your account and to your back office. That is what you're going to use to navigate to this login here. It's on the top, very far right. You're going to click login. And what you're going to do then is you're going to go here, you're going to put in your ID and your password. You're going to click login. And the site's been a little bit slow. I know they're still doing updates, so if it doesn't load right away, you know, just try again. But this is what you're going to see when you get into your back office. Let me move that out of the way. So this will be your screen that you're going to see. And the first thing that you're going to want to do when you, if this is your first time logging in, is go here to settings on the right side. And right here, you're going to see all of your information. You're going to see your member ID. You're going to see your name. This is my name. You're going to see my birth date. Okay, I'm old, don't look. You're going to see your phone number, your address, all of that good stuff. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that you're, go to club member settings. And right here at the very top, you're going to see change website URL. Right here is where you can change, and this is what mine is My Wine Free. So basically what you can do is I can go in here and go to, once you change that, My Wine Free will take me right to there. It's a shortcut instead of my number, so I can give that link to others, and it looks a little bit better. So right there, you're gonna put whatever you want in, and you're gonna hit change URL. I'm not gonna do it and mess mine up. So here is placement settings. As you start to grow your team, your upline, your sponsor, can tell you more about left and right placement. But this is where you will change it from right to left. Make sure that your email blasts are on and company SMS notifications are on. There are times, I can't say for certain because news comes to us in all kinds of forms, but there are times that we have had email blasts or SMS and no other notification of things that were happening. So just make sure so that you don't miss anything, you put this on and you put your cell number in there and save it. You can also change your password here if you like, but let me show you a little bit about what else is here in our back office. As of right now, we have the UK pre-register button. This is only for people that are already working the business in the UK, but have signed up, finagled, I guess, and is a way to say it. I mean, it's totally legal and everything, but they have been some of the team members have been finding a way with US addresses to get people started over there in the UK and some other countries, but now they need to transfer their membership into a legitimate UK-based business. So that is the only thing this is for. People that are already signed up, attached to a US entity, but working in the UK. So this is not something you're going to register your UK prospects at as of yet. As far as I know, on Monday night, by midnight, I believe it is, we are going to have a new button and it's going to say, you know, it's going to have a whole UK back office version and you'll be able to register people in the UK then, because that is when we go live, August. So another thing that you're going to want to look at is resources. Resources here, this is a really great area that a lot of people forget about and overlook. You're going to have your policies and procedures here. You're going to have, if you for some reason have your placement set for left or right placement in your back office, and you have something happen where the system glitches and it adds them to the wrong side or whatnot, you're going to do a request form for placement change. If you have an account information change, changing sponsor, they do not do this much, so I wouldn't even try this unless there's some extenuating circumstances. A compensation snapshot. This is the compensation plan overview. Lots of things here that you can take a look at. And we'll be adding here lots because we're getting all kinds of new policies and procedures on a regular basis as we grow. You can go to audios. There's a couple of them in here, videos, current promotions. Let me go back to resources here. Current promotions are going to be here. This looks like not promotions. Okay, let's go back. I know where promotions are, but it's supposed to be there as well, I believe. So right here, contest leaders. This is where our current contests are being posted. Right now, we have a contest from mid-July to the end of July, which will be ending here in a couple days. You can take a look at it. You get points. Everything down here is point-based. So anybody, whether you're new or not, can win these contests. So that's where you're going to find that information. Let's see if there's anything else in this back office. If you want to take a look at, let's see, up here you'll see your DC dollars. Check that out. Ask your sponsor if you don't know what that is. Commissions, your vault, that's where your money will be held. Right here, you're going to see top earners. Top earners in the company goes by the month. Goes by the months here, and you can also check it out by the week. So there's always that. Just lots of good stuff here in the back office. So now that we looked at the back office, let's take a look at the training site. It is, again, winewarriors.biz. You're going to, when you get here, you're going to go to this little section right here. Before I log in, though, I want to tell you that when you land on this page, I personally use this page to send my opportunity video to prospects because it has the downloaded compensation plan ability here as well. So you can absolutely send this link to people interested, but the only difference is going to be that when you get here, you're going to click login. You're going to be able to get into the guest area. So I'm going to put in there to the top, all one word, and it's going to take me to this landing page here. This is our team in Las Vegas. We were all there at the official launch of Direct Sellers in February. That is us right there. Here is Gain Access. You're going to click that. What you're going to see when you first get here is Joe Gonzalez. Joe Gonzalez and Tina Gonzalez are top earners on our team. And what he's going to do is talk to you a little bit about step one. Right here, you're going to find a couple of downloads, and then you're going to go to step two. Step two is the 7 Ps we talked about. And this is Trey on our team. And then below, you'll see another video about using scripts. There will be a download for the scripts. As you scroll, go down to step 3. And this is Tina, Joe's wife. And she's going to tell you a little bit about herself and what she does in this business. And then these are going to be your checklist to do right from the start. So that's going to be your steps 1, 2, 3. Then you click additional resources. And as you can see, there's going to be weekly team calls, information about hosting parties, social media posting, corporate information, and facts, all back here. Here's where you're going to find the weekly Zoom calls that have been recorded. You can click right here to access the Zoom as it's happening, and you can check out all of the phone calls that we have, motivation and opportunity and training calls. And you can click right here to get the recorded calls. When you go to that, it's going to take you to a YouTube page with all of them on here. So all of these resources are available to you, and there should be no reason you can't find something that you need. As always, post in the group if you're looking for something. You know, it's definitely better to ask than to not ask. Let me now see if I can figure out how to stop screen sharing, because it seems I never can. Let's see. Stop share. There we go. Okay, yes, it's 8 Eastern. I'm sorry, I couldn't see the chat when I was sharing. So Angela, yes, it's 8 Eastern. Let's talk about now talking to people, because I'm sure you're all eager to talk to people. So use those scripts. What I like to recommend, and what we recommend as a team, is to make a list of your 10 hottest people that you're going to really want on your team, and role play with them. Role play with them. It's not only getting your presentation to them, but it's also showing them that you're new and you're serious and they may be interested. So get those 10 people out of the way. make a list of 10 or 100 people. Joe talks about that in the video, making a list of 100 people, and that's just your starting point. Eventually, you're going to want to print your Facebook list and talk to everyone. Believe me, if you don't, someone else is going to. So you want to be the first person that they hear about this from, obviously. And Tina also talks about consistency, and you want to be inviting 5 to 10 people to take a look at your presentation. The world's bestwineclub.com is another site, World's Best Wine Club. You can use that. I'll paste that in the chat. That is another third-party tool. It has the video that I shared. I believe it's the same video as winewarriors.biz. So I use winewarriors.biz, it's the same pretty much. But there is that site as well that is not attached to anyone, and it says to get back to the person who shared it. So you can go ahead and share that. Your goal is to get your presentation people onto a closing call with your upline or your sponsor. If you're not sure how to go about doing that, make sure you talk to your sponsor and ask them how they prefer you get the people to them on a closing call. You're going to have to be dependent on your sponsor's schedule for that. So your goal should be to get 5 to 30 people in front of the info a week. The more you do this, the faster you're going to grow, the more you increase your numbers, the more people you're going to be able to get the presentation in front of, and the more money you will make. Yes, money is not always everything, but that is a pretty big goal to most people when they start a business. So you can't talk to 2 people in one day, and then 3 people another day, and then 1 person another day, and expect to get the same results that the people that are doing 30 people a week will get. We're constant learners. This is a learned profession. Personal development is a very important part of what we do here in network marketing. There is a list in the resources on the training site. There's a list in the files on the Wine Warriors Facebook group. Professional development is important, as well as personal development. So there's both of those things. Make sure that you take a look and understand the compensation plan too. That's something that people are going to probably ask you about. So make sure that you have a pretty good grip on that. And if you need further information or clarification, a really good person to talk to about our compensation plan is Derek Leisure. He's very good at explaining it and talking about it in layman's terms so that you can pass on the information. So I recommend, if it's not clear after you've looked into it, please get in touch with him. There is a compensation plan Zoom call in the recorded trainings on this training site, and the recorded calls, so you can find that as well. Just so that you guys know, as far as what to expect in the way of income, if you treat this business like a hobby, it will be a hobby income. If you treat your business as a business, you will earn a business income. I can tell you that in a year, there have been documented earners in the company already earning $25,000 a week, which is amazing. And while that's not typical, it is possible. So you have to put the effort in order to get out. So just make sure that, you keep that in mind. It's a learned profession. It's going to take some time. It's not something that you're going to get rich tomorrow on. And you're, in the 3 years that I've been in network marketing, the first year and a half, I was in another type of company, and I have seen, just since being in this company, about 3 times the potential of my income that I did in even a whole almost 2 years in the other company. So just so that you know, so you have something to base it on, it is possible. There's no reason every one of us on here can't become leaders and top earners. There is a corporate call after this at 12 o'clock. Every Saturday, there is a corporate call. So you can, I'm sure it's being posted in the group already. I'm going to go ahead right now and take a look, and so I can give you that number. The number for the corporate call, it is 12 o'clock Eastern. You're going to call the phone number, and then you can mute yourself if you like. You can say hello. They always take introductions on there, but you're going to type in this code. I'm going to paste it right now into the chat, so you guys all have that. Corporate updates us on what the newest things that are going on are, and anything new that we need to know, any new promotions and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up for questions if anyone has any. go ahead and feel free to unmute yourself, or you can type it in the chat if anyone has any questions. Now is the time. Anybody questions? If you don't want to speak, you can type it. That's fine too. I can read it in the chat. I can see it right now. So.
Hello, Melissa. It's Kevin here.
Hey.
Hi. Can you tell us that are not on the computers following you? Can you actually tell us the phone number for the corporate call?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't think of that. Yes, it's at 12 Eastern, and you're going to dial, the number is 712-770-4005. And then you're going to, when it prompts you, you're going to go ahead and put in this access code, 981923, and then you're going to press pound. Again,
okay, Fabiana, did you get that?
Yes, I will. The number is 712-770-4005, and the code is 981923, and then you're going to press pound.
Okay.
Got it?
Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
No, I get on it pretty much every Saturday. I'm just asking you to repeat that for the benefit of my new person.
Yes, I do too. Pretty much. I always try to make sure if I'm going to make something, like if I'm going to make sure something sticks in my schedule, I always try to get on the Wednesday night Zoom call and then the Saturday corporate call. Those are the two things that I always try to get on.
There you go.
Anybody else have any questions?
I have a question.
Maybe one. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not sure who yelled out. So go ahead, whoever that was.
I did. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm driving home.
Yes, I can hear you fine, Stacy.
Okay, I have a question about if you are reaching out to, let's say, 10 people a day, what do you use to keep your contacts organized?
Well, there are a few options. My unorganization is my organization, which may not work for everybody. However, I am really not good at that. However, there are people in our team, and there have been Zoom calls about this. So you might want to look in there and see. But some people use a couple of different things. Some people use Teamzy. It's TEMZY. And a lot of us use that.
I used Teamzy in my last business.
Yes. And they do have a module that they just came out to directly integrate with direct sellers. So they do have a direct sellers Teamzy.
Okay.
So you can use that if that's something you already use and you're comfortable with. You know, some people use a spreadsheet. I'm going to show you my system. Hang on. You're going to laugh. Here's my system. It's good old-fashioned paper and pen, and these are all 100 people lists. Like that's my system. That's what works for me because I color code it and stuff when I talk to someone. It's just that works best for me. I mean, 3 years in and I still don't really have a system. So, you know, as long as you're getting out there and you're talking to people, that's all that matters. You know, try to stay organized the best you can. Hilo, yes. Someone said Hilo is good. There's a couple other ones. People have talked about a few of them recently in the group, in the Wine Warriors group. So take a good look in there too. I know it's hard to follow in there sometimes. You can always post and say, you know, what customer management system does everybody use or something like that. So. And I think, Kevin, did you have another question?
I did. Yeah, I was listening to what you were saying, and it kind of left me.
It's okay.
I think more than anything, if you could run down the list of references again, the books that people can go and get.
Sure.
And
I sure can.
Yeah.
Let me go. I'm going to pop into, just so I make sure I have the correct titles, I'm going to pop into that list that's on our Wine Warriors group file. And
Yes.
that way I give you the accurate information. Let me.
Thank you.
As soon as my computer gets there, here. Let's see. Okay. So we have, you're going to go into the Wine Warriors Facebook group and you'll click files. It's on the left-hand side now towards the top of the page. And you're going to scroll down. Now, something I should tell you too is if you're on your cell phone and you're doing this, you're not going to be seeing all of the files. The cell phone doesn't seem to load all of the files and let you find everything in there because there's tons and tons, but it's only going to give you about 10 files. So make sure you're doing this on a computer to see everything. And let me find, there's all kinds of, okay. Personal development according to needs. There's one in here that's called that. GoPro is by Eric Worre. It's Eric,
Yes.
ERIC, and it's WORRE. That is basically like our network marketing Bible. So that is a definite one you should get and keep handy. Looking for Get Over Your Damn Self. It's called Get Over Your Damn Self, and it's by Ronnie Neustadt. Let me see if I can find it here. I know it's here. Let me check something else here, because I know someone else was just talking about it. I'm gonna just look it up. Get Over Damn Self. Okay, it's called Get Over Your Damn Self, and again, it's by Romy Neustadt. It's R-O-M-I, Romy Neustadt, and her last name is Neustadt. That is a great book, as well as there's one more. The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster is a really great one too. The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster is by Darren Hardy, and that's D-A-R-R-E-N, and his last name is Hardy, H-A-R-D-Y. That is another one that I recommend. So between those three, those should be a pretty good start on getting some personal development and learning in.
Absolutely. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Does anybody else have any questions? Oh, yep. I'm just reading the stuff, guys. Streak is another good one for email management. Anything else? If there's nothing else, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting. I just want to say thank you to everybody for spending the time today to get this information. And if there's anything any of us can do, we're always happy to help. So don't feel bad about reaching out to us or to anyone else on the team, and post if you have questions. Okay, guys, I'll see you later.